guys. Okay, I'm yelling. All right, guys, happy Saturday. I almost forgot what day it was. So today I have Coach Julie and Coach Connie with us today. Today we have Pistol Pete, because we have pistols today. Basically today we're going to be going through 5 rounds of several movements. First movement is going to be alternating pistols, or variation that we can do today. Then we're going to go into 10 dumbbell alternating plank rows, then going into 10 single arm dumbbell sumo deadlift high pulls each side, so that's 20 total, and then 10 triple unders or 20 double unders or 40 single unders. Cool. Time frame that we're trying to hit today is going to be 10 to 15 minutes. So that means 2 to 3 minutes a round, or 30 to 45 seconds per movement. And we'll kind of talk about that before we get started to make sure that you guys are appropriately scaling. With further ado, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? I don't know if you do have any, so let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and get started with... All right, so we're gonna get started with our warm-up, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started with 10 good mornings. So basically we're going to put our feet right underneath our hips. From there, knees are gonna stay nice and soft. You can do this with weight or without. We're gonna start without weight because we have a bunch of other stuff to do. So hands are gonna go behind our heads, and then from here, we're just going to hinge at the hips. Things that we want you guys to focus on when doing this is making sure that the booty is going back, to make sure that we are feeling that stretch in the hammies. Another thing is to make sure that we're keeping that back nice and neutral, right? We don't want to round out or go too low to where we start to feel our back kind of collapse. Good. After those 10 good mornings, guys, we're going to go into 10 inchworms or walkouts, depending on whether you have the space or not. Nice, guys. Perfect. So I'm going to have Coach Julie do inchworms, and I'm going to have Coach Connie do walkouts. So the inchworms, the difference here is whenever you walk your hands out, your feet go to your hands, and then you're moving, right? Walkouts, our hands are the only things that move. So we walk the hands out, and then we walk the hands back to the feet. So this one is more of like a stationary movement here. So no space, with space, whichever one you want to do, or whichever one you're capable of doing, depending on the room you're working out in or what have you. Nice, guys. This is a very slow movement here. No need to rush it, right? We want to feel, again, that stretch in the hammies. If having your hands flat on the ground while keeping those feet underneath your hips is kind of difficult, right? I spread my feet a little bit wider just to shorten the distance from my hands or my hips to the floor, which means we have to work on our hamstring mobility. Let the noises begin. All right, guys, we're gonna go sit up to pike. So I'm gonna have you guys sit on your butts here. Feet are going to be out in front of us. Legs are gonna be straight, feet together. And then from here, we're just going to do 10 sit-ups. We are going to be using our hands, so hands are going to go behind us. We're going to throw those arms down and then reach for those toes. If we can't reach for those toes, reach for those shins, reach for those knees, but we do want to come up with a pretty tall spine. Last thing we want to do is tuck the chin and then roll our way up from the sit-up. The more you throw your arms, the easier it is, the more efficient, overall better here. Once you guys are done there, we're going to stay on the ground, except I'm going to have you go on to your hands and knees. We're going to set up for a plank position, high plank position. So we're going to go on our hands and toes. I'm going to have you grab an object. It can be anything really that you're going to put out in front of you that makes you reach for the object. So we're going to do 20 plank alternating object taps. Okay, so as you can see, Connie and Julie have their object out in front of them. We're going to come up off of our knees, and then alternating our hands to touch the object, we're just going to go ahead and touch. Something that helps from keeping our hips kind of move side to side is widening out the feet, right? As we're doing this, we want to make sure that our wrists stay underneath our shoulders. We don't want them to be out in front, and we want to be sure that we're pushing away from the ground the whole time. Awesome. Speedy Gonzalez over here is done. We're going to stay on the ground, and we're going to go sit up to straddle. So we're going to be on our butts again. This time, instead of our feet being close together, we're going to spread them out. We're gonna go back to the sit-up, and then we're going to still reach for both feet here, if we can. Perfect. Just like that. Awesome. If we can't reach for the toes, reach for those shins. If you can't reach for the shins, reach for those knees. If you can't reach for the knees, we need to talk. Nice, guys. So get your 10 there. We're still gonna stay on the ground after we're done here. So just wait on us. Very nice. Good job. Make sure you're breathing. Awesome. Nice, guys. Nice. Next, we're going to go into a quad pose to hip lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically sit, I don't even know how to call it, but shins to ground, right? Knees are going to be a little bit separated, so are our feet. We're going to sit onto our heels, okay? And then from here, we're just going to elevate the hips off the ground for a second, maybe 2 or 3. Okay, if you can grab onto your ankles and press up from there, that's cool too. If you can't, just put your hands behind you and then lift those hips up as best as you can. So again, holding each position for 2 to 3 seconds, getting a total of 10 reps here. Very nice, guys. Good. Not a lot of movement happening here, but we are opening up them quads, those hip flexors, all that fun stuff. If this is something that maybe you can't get into as far as positioning, then just give me 10 alternating quad stretches just to kind of get that same movement. Perfect. From there, we're still gonna stay on the ground. We're gonna go into a 4-point plank ankle tap. So we're gonna go into that high plank position again on our hands and toes. Feet are gonna be maybe about shoulder width apart. And this time around, we're going to throw those hips up in the air and try and touch opposite hand to opposite foot or ankle here. So notice the hips are still kind of moving up and down here. We want to bring the hips down into that plank position and then throw them back up to reach for that foot. There we go, nice. We're not letting those hips sag too far down, right? We're still maintaining that midline positioning to make sure that we're not doing anything to hurt our lower backs here. Awesome. Once we're done there, we're going to sit on our butts again. I think the hardest part of this warm-up is just all the movement and rolling over and whatnot. But this time we're going to go into 10 strict sit-ups. So your feet can be wherever they want. You can maybe put them in that butterfly position. You can bend them, you can straighten them out, but we're going to go strict this time. So your hands either can go crossed or just don't use them. So 10 strict sit-ups. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Oh my God, I cheated.
Cheater. There we go. Nice, guys. If strict sit-ups are extremely hard and we're not really getting anywhere, just go up as high as you can and go back down, okay? We're working the strength aspect here, right? So if we can only come up halfway, squeeze as hard as you can, go back down and on to the next rep. Something that helps me whenever I do this is actually having my feet out straight in front of me, just for more leverage. Hey! I was keeping it a secret. Nice. Last one. There it is. Good.
Explode.
Nice, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and come up off the ground. And we're going to go into 10 single leg RDLs. So I'm going to have coaches show you real quick, and then we're going to start our 10 reps. So just without weight real quick so we can show them. Connie, if you could face this way, and then if you could show them sideways. Perfect. From here, I want you guys to notice they're going to go ahead and start doing a couple of reps. I'm going to start pointing out a couple of things that they're doing right and things that we don't want to see, right? So both of them are keeping their knees nice and soft. Notice they're keeping their back neutral and their leg is coming up as their body goes down. So there's no break at the hips, meaning that they're not leaving that leg down, and there's no curving of the back, right? They're going as low as they can. There's no need to touch the ground here. We're just trying to still warm up here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and grab our weights, and we're going to go ahead and get 10 single leg RDLs each side. making sure that we take our time. This is also a balance exercise. Okay, you have to keep the midline nice and strong to allow you to maintain that balance on the one leg. Coach is doing different variations where one is holding the dumbbell on the same leg that's being planted. Another coach holding it on the opposite side. Either one is fine. One may be easier for you than the other. Doesn't really matter. Just making sure that we're warming up that hammy. Very nice. And then one thing to also think about is that foot that's getting off the ground, right? We want to point it down. We don't want to let it point outward because then we're opening up the hip and we're not hitting what we want to hit here. Nice job, Connie.
Left leg is first. Yep. Always.
Yeah, exactly. You may notice that one leg is a little bit harder than the other. It's telling us something, right? May need to work on the strength there, stability, something's up. But actually really normal for that to happen. Very rare when we find someone that's perfectly balanced from left to right. In other words, you're normal. It's okay. Nice. Once you guys are done there, you can set your object down. There we go. And then another variation that Julie is showing us here is holding the dumbbell horizontally with both hands. Again, just whatever is easier for you.
Trying to survive.
That is the goal. Isn't that life's goal right there? Trying to survive. All right, guys. So we're going to go into 20 alternating toe taps. So you'll take your dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever it is that you have at home. And all we're going to do is touch the object nice and lightly, staying light on our feet here. If we can figure it out. So 20 total, 10 each side. Nice. And that is our first part of the warm-up.
That's nice. I got like 1 out of 12 things I can do.
All right, guys. Are you guys feeling pretty warm?
Good.
Getting there. Alrighty. So we're gonna go into our movement preps. Some movements here are fairly on the more skill difficult side. So we are going to talk about progressions that you could potentially do at home to make sure that you're not wasting all 10 minutes on the one movement, right? Starting with our pistols. Today's goal is to make sure that we're picking the right progression. How do you know if you're picking the right progression? Well, can you do 10 plus unbroken when fresh? If the answer is yes, good. If the answer is no, probably moving on to the next. I know some bug is attacking us. So I'm gonna have coaches demonstrate some of the options that we have available for you guys today, starting with the easiest one. Not to say that it is easy because I don't like them, but the first one is step ups. Okay, so finding a chair, a box, a bench, a truck, tailgate, whatever it is that you want to use, right? Alternating step ups here, making sure that we do get that full hip extension up at the top. If we are doing a double-legged step up, where whenever we step up and we assist ourselves with the other foot, that's not what we're looking for, right? If that starts happening, we maybe, if we can, lower the height of the box, okay? The next one is going to be, if I can read my handwriting, sit to a box with 2 feet and then stand up with 1. So you'll squat down to a box, and then come up with the 1. Perfect. You can also do this the other way as well, where you go down on the one leg and then come up on both. Whatever is easiest for you and you feel like you can attain for those 10 reps, okay? Make sure that you are alternating sides on those. After that, it'll be the single leg box squats. So fairly similar, except this time you stay on the one leg the entire time, down and up. Perfect. Good. And then alternating sides as well. Sweet. From there, we're going to go into our short lunge. So I'm going to have Connie show that. This is the one that she'll be doing for today's workout. Basically, it's just a kind of short lunge here, putting more weight on that front leg, right? After that, it will be our toenail one. So basically just pointing that toe down or putting the top of our foot down to the ground. So that's a So this one is our foot behind the ankle.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. The toenail one, right there we go. Nice, and back up, good. The closer the foot stays to our planted foot on the front, the harder it is. And then finally is going to be our foot behind the ankle. So, am I showing them? So applying more pressure on that down leg, there we go, but still assisting ourselves with that back foot, perfect. And then from there, we can elevate the heel for a pistol or just go into a straight pistol. So Julie's gonna show us the heel elevated. It's like doing a pistol on high heels. Hey!
Almost.
Almost. And then finally, guys, the actual full pistol. Okay, again, pick something. Yes, pistols are very hard. Pick something that you can do again unbroken every time. We don't want to spend more than 40 seconds doing those pistols. Okay, so with that said, I want you guys to kind of think about what progression you think may work for you, and we're gonna go ahead and get 6 reps of our progression here. So 6 alternating, 3 each side. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. So I have Connie here doing the short lunge pistol, and then Julie is doing single leg box squats. Nice. Nice job, guys. Awesome. Good. Our next movement is going to be plank rows. So basically, you're going to be in that high plank position, and we're going to alternate rows here. We're going to start with 5 dumbbell bent over rows, just so we can warm up our arms real quick, and that'll be 5 each side. So very similar movement to like our good mornings, right? As far as keeping our back nice and neutral, shooting the hips back, keeping the core tight, and then from there, we're shooting that elbow up to the ceiling, more around belly button height, right? So we don't want to go up to our chest, to where we kind of feel all scrunched, right? Notice Julie here is pulling towards her belly button. Something that the coaches aren't doing too is doing that lawnmower movement, right? Where they're using momentum. Awesome. From there, you can go ahead and put your dumbbell down. We're gonna go into a 30-second high plank. So palms and toes on the ground and go. While we're here, guys, think about again, pressing that ground away from you, right? We don't want to let the shoulders sink or our scaps kind of squeeze here. We don't want our arms to be shortened. We want to level them out. Both coaches keeping their core nice and tight. We're not seeing the hips kind of sag down. That's good. Butts are on and engaged. Quads are squeezing, doing all the right things. Finishing in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And then from here, guys, we're going to go ahead and get 6 plank rows. You guys? Yeah. Nice, guys. So if you have more than 1 dumbbell, you do your 3, or in the workout, 5 on one side, then 5 on the next. If you have double, you can alternate, right? But whatever works for you guys today. Sweet. From there, we're going to go into our sumo deadlift high pull. Woo! So we're going to start with making sure that we know what that is, right? So a sumo deadlift, basically our feet is going to be wider than what we are used to, wider than our squat stance, right? So here you guys can see that both coaches have their feet wider than their shoulder width, okay? Once we've established that, toes are also going to be pointed out. And then this is a little bit different than our conventional deadlift. Conventional deadlift, our hips stay up a little bit higher. This one looks and feels more like a squat. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our object, dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, whatever it is that we're using, and we're going to perform 5 sumo deadlifts. So we can go double hand here or single arm, either one is fine. We wanna be sure that we are bending at the knees and not leaving those hips up. Perfect, so shoulders should be above the hips here. Once you are done getting your 5 each side, or 5 total, we're gonna go into 5 shrugs. Perfect, good. So we're just looking for that small little dip. Connie, you can go ahead and just do 3 each side for me. So small dip, really open up those hips and get that shoulder to the ear, okay? Awesome. After that, we're going to get 5 strict high pulls. So I'm just looking you guys to get that elbow up to the chin, nice and controlled here. 5, yeah. And then we're gonna finish with 5 sumo deadlift high pulls. If we're gonna be using one dumbbell today, let's go ahead and get 3 each side. So we're basically just putting the sumo deadlift and the high pull together, and we're using the hips to really help out the arm. So we don't wanna break the elbow until we get that full hip extension. So think about pop, then pull. Pop, then pull. Nice, guys, and you guys can set those down once you're done with 3 each side. And then we're gonna go to everyone's absolute favorite and most best friend, the jump rope. So, let's go ahead and grab our ropes, guys. We have 3 options today. Option 1 is triple unders. Yes, that is actually a thing, apparently. If we're... If triple unders are just not your thing today, then we're gonna go into double unders. If double unders aren't our best friend either, then we're gonna go into single unders. So to warm up, guys, we're gonna go into 20 singles. Just nice and easy here, warming up those calves and ankles. After you're done with those 20 single unders, if we're gonna go into 10 or into double unders for today's workout, go ahead and give me 10 double unders. If we are not going into double unders, do your singles and wait for us to finish warming up. If you would like to practice, you can as well. I saw that. I think we have to bring out the clippers. Yeah, nice. And then once you guys get those 10 double unders and we are attempting or going for those triple unders today, go ahead and give me 5 triple unders.
Or just fix your hair and pretend.
Nice, Connie.
Yeah.
Sweet. With that said, we are just about warmed up. We're gonna get some water, get what we need, get our thoughts together, and then we'll get this party started. So you guys can go ahead and press pause. Just be sure that you do press play again. All right, guys, we are back. So quick things before we get started on the workout. Remember, looking to go 2 to 3 minutes each round. Okay, that's about 30 to 45 seconds of each movement. So if we're practicing on double unders, triple unders, whatever we're practicing, 30 seconds, move on. Okay, whether you get 5 or 1, whatever it is, move on. We don't want to stay stuck on that for too long. Okay, another option as far as scaling for the rest of the movements is maybe just going 6 to 8 reps. Again, so we can stay within that 2 to 3 minutes per round. I'm gonna let the coaches kind of talk about how they plan on attacking this workout. That way they can share their secrets, and then we'll go from there.
My secret is to just not die. I'll probably keep my reps at 8 from the get-go, just so I can get through. I will be working on double unders. I told Natalie to yell at me if I'm spending more than 30 seconds, because I did not pray to the double under gods. I forgot again. So yeah, my goal is to keep closer to that 2 minutes per round, just so I can get done quicker.
See, it's a good thing about scaling. You get done faster.
You get done faster. Go ham and die.
Oh,
No, just kidding.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was talking to Jeremy.
I know.
Sorry, Jer.
This is one of those workouts where I think I can do the prescribed workout with the modifications that I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to do the first round with all the numbers that are there and see what my time is, and then I will modify scale if I need to.
Perfect. Cool. And like anything, guys, it's always a learning experience. So that's what it is, what it is. All right. Are you guys ready? All right, I will be giving time updates just so we all know where we are at. If you're not hitting that 3 minute per round, we need to scale something immediately so we can finish the 5 rounds within those 15 minutes. Cool?
Yep.
All right, guys. 15 minutes is up on the clock. We are going in 10, Starting with those pistols or whatever variation we got. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice. Remember, at the beginning it may seem like what you're doing right now is too easy, but come round 3, round 4, you may have, you know, been happy that you started where you did. Nice. Nice, guys. Remember, on those plank rows, we don't want to let those hips tilt too much. You want to stay nice and tight through the core. Nice, Connie. Nice, Julie. After those plank rows, guys, we're going into those sumo deadlift high pulls. Remember, this one is 10 each side, so that is 20 total. Hitting about a minute here. We always talk about goals as far as rep scheme goes, right? Don't forget about your breath. Make sure that you do find some sort of pace as far as your breathing goes. That way we don't let that heart rate come up too fast, too soon. Nice job, guys. Once you're done with those sumo deadlift high pulls, we're going on to our jump rope, whether it's 10 triples, 20 dubs, or 40 singles. Here we go. Nice. Got it. Here we go, Julie.
Oh. Right.
Easier said than done, but try not to get frustrated on the jump rope. All right, guys, we're hitting that 2-minute mark. All righty. Moving on. They may get better as we go.
Usually do.
You get tired, you don't think about it as much.
Here.
For sure. Nice, guys. Getting close to that 2.5-minute mark. We should either be very close to finishing or have already moved on to our second round. We don't want to be going past 3 minutes per round. If we are, we're not going to hit the right stimulus that is intended for today. Nice job, guys. This is a very sprint type workout today, moving quickly from one to the next. With that said, we want to be sure that we are moving with purpose and having quality in mind. Quality over quantity any day. Nice, guys. We're past the 3-minute mark. We should be moving on to that second round. Nice job, guys. Nice, both coaches killing it. Looking good. Form is always awesome. Trying to stay with whatever goal they had in mind. Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Coach Connie is staying in that 2-minute per round. That's awesome. Here we go, Julie. Getting better as we go, you see. Here we go, Julie. Nice. Is that 20? Nice. Julie got a 20. 4.5 minutes in. Awesome timing here. If you're still working on that second round, you have a little over a minute left. Each round should look very similar to the next. And in a perfect world, our last round would be the fastest round. Here come the noises. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Nice, Julie. Here we go. Nice job, Connie. Nice. All right, guys, 6-minute mark. That means we should be moving on from our second round. If we are falling behind, just scale the next round. Scale down on the reps or progressions, variations that we talked about before starting the workout. Nice, Connie. Here we go, Julie. Woo! Nice, Connie. Good, good. You got it. Nice. I think maybe the gods have heard her prayers. 7 minutes in, guys. Here we go. Keep moving. Remember to break when you want to, not when you need to. Nice, nice, nice. Nice job, Connie. Here we go, Julie. Good job, guys. Eight-minute mark, guys. Nice. Nice. Connie has changed her variation on her pistols, which is absolutely awesome. Going up on the ladder, love that. Rather see that than having to scale down. Either way, if we do have to change whatever variation we're doing, that is also fine. Just looking to keep moving. Nice, Connie. There we go, Julie. Nice. Still showing awesome form here on those sumo deadlift high pulls. Making sure that we are moving with intent. Here we go. 9-minute mark is coming up, meaning we should be in our fourth round. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Good, good, good. Nice, Connie. Here you go, Julie. Nice job, guys. Connie, this is your last round, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Connie's finishing up her last round with her last set of single unders. We have 5 minutes on the workout left, guys. Nice. Julie just got to her final round as well. Awesome, awesome job. Finishing with a double under. Who is this woman? 10 and 19. Nice, Connie. Bam. She showed y'all what's up. I like her. Nice, Julie. Nice job, guys. Keep moving here. Keep moving here. Nice, Julie. We have about 4 minutes left in the workout, guys. We should be either getting really close to start our final round or in the final round already. Or you may already be done. Here we go, Julie. Nice. From one to the next. Very nice. Nice, good. Still using those hips to help her bring that dumbbell above shoulder or shoulder height, right? Good. Making sure she's not getting lazy and twisting. Keeping that core nice and tight. Looking good. Coming up on that 12-minute mark, guys, meaning we should be on that final round right now. Good. Big pop of the hips. Awesome, awesome job. Last set of double unders. Here we go. Sweat in the eye. Gotta love that. All right, guys, 2.5 minutes left. Ooh, you got it. There we go.
Nice.
Woo, 12:46. Nice job, Julie. Nice, guys. Keep working here. You have 2 minutes left in the workout to finish up your 5 rounds. If you are not in the last round, be glad that I am not there in person, because you're going to be making my eye twitch. Here you go, guys. Final round here. Push through. We got 90 seconds left, guys. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is our last little sprint. If we started off right, we should be able to kind of move a little bit faster here. Here we go.
Let's go, guys. Just over a minute left.
Nice, guys. Final minute here. Here we go.
Let's go, guys. Finish it up.
Stay strong.
Keep that core tight. Throw out everything. You need it for balance on the pistols. You need to stay strong on the planks and the double unders. With snappy booty
Yes.
for high pulse.
Core is very important, guys. You can see why. All right, guys. 30 seconds left.
Stay strong.
Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Let's go, guys.
15 seconds. Let's go.
Last push. Here we go. 10,
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time.
Woo.
Nice work, guys. That was Pistol Pete. Good. Yes, Wi-Fi. I'm gonna let the coaches talk here and see how the workout went for them and see if they were able to kind of go at it the way that they had it in mind. So, Connie.
Yeah, it went well. I felt good, and like you saw, last set I probably should have switched a little harder the fourth set for sure when I knew my time was moving well, but I'm glad I did it and finished strong.
With a double under.
With a double under. One double under.
All right.
Winning.
Julie.
Again, I forgot to pray to the double under gods, and I was a slacker and have not practiced since the last time I did double unders in class. So therefore, first round still sucked. Got better as I warmed up and got tired. The rest of it was pretty much on my game plan. Slowed down a little bit, mainly because of those dumb things, but it's fine. I lived.
Still finished with a good time though. All right, guys. Well, with that said, that is how we are going to wrap up our week. After we had Call Sue yesterday and Pistol Pete today, I'm sure you guys are pretty pooped.
All the mobility.
Yes. Don't forget, we do have after parties and mobilities after every workout. Other than that, we are done. Bye, guys.
Bye.